What's going on, HPP fam? Welcome to another episode. It's a little bit later in the afternoon. I didn't grab the camera this morning. As you can see, our build car is off the lift. We have got to wait for the ECU to come back from HP Tuners to be unlocked. So in the meantime, we've got this 2019 Mustang GT with an automatic. It's getting a set of long tube headers, I think a cold air intake, and an E85 tune. I believe that's what that one's getting. Aside from that, 2009 Mustang GT with a manual gearbox in it. She ain't running right at all. So I could barely get the thing in here and get the scanner out, do some troubleshooting. I already see some scary things. What's going on here? What's going on here? Look like somebody been troubleshooting. What's been going over here? That's scary. So we're gonna dive into this stuff, see if we can't figure out what's wrong with this one. Got Alfonso's back in the rack, doing some gauges. Well, started doing gauges Friday. We didn't get to it. As we move along on this super hot day, John has been diligently working on our header job on this 2019, and he's got both side headers in. So getting that wrapped up. So guys, as you can see, our 2019 Mustang long tube header job is on the dyno and it is about ready to be tuned. We're going to go ahead and make a baseline run and then start tuning on it. I was gone yesterday, it was my birthday. John got the Jeep knocked out, and we also got back our PCM for our charger. So let's go ahead and get working on this Mustang, do pump gas, and I got to go get an E85, and we'll be doing an E85 tune on this thing as well. So let's get after it. So guys, I think that's going to wrap it up on pump gas. Made a couple of pulls without camera, but it looks like this is where we're going to finish out on pump. 435 and 410. I just had John pump 5 gallons of E85 in this thing. Up and idling. Looks like our fuel trims are looking good. So go ahead and run this thing through the gears a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and make our first pull on E85. Okay guys, so that's going to wrap up our E85 tune on our Mustang. Let's go ahead and take a peek here at our numbers. So our final numbers on pump gas was 431, 412, and then our final numbers on E were 452 and 436. You can see nice gains throughout the entire power band. So that's going to wrap this 2019 Mustang up. Pull this thing out the dyno, go take it for a test drive, and get it on back to the customer. So guys, we've got our 2020 Scat Pack on the dyno. This thing, just a recap: pistons, rods, camshaft, long tube headers, exhaust, got a JLT intake on it, a little catch can action. Got our ECU back. We're rocking and rolling on HP Tuners. Got this joker chopping down the block already. So let's get to tuning on this thing. Oh, in the meantime, let me show you guys. JP stopped by this morning. We did an oil change on his beautiful Hellcat. I figured I'd come out and take a quick second to walk around this thing so you guys can see it. It is one sexy beast. Got that interior done up too. What? Ooh, it's nice. Beautiful car. We'll see this car again soon for some performance upgrades. John and I have been, John been hard at it. It's been a hot one. Anyways, let me get y'all up to speed on what we got rolling around today. Got this Chrysler 300, got a K&N intake, maybe a mid-muffler delete, I don't know. Pretty much stock. It is just here to gain whatever ponies we can find in there. So we are going to do that. We're gonna break out some of this horsepower hiding up in this 300. Aside from that, we've got this 2014 Challenger 5.7 liter Hemi, and it just received another Flying Ryan camshaft. I say another because the other one that you guys just watched, the maroon one, got one. That was a 6.4 car. Nonetheless, cam's already in, lifters are already in. John has cleaned the cylinder heads up. Got the springs on the heads. So we gotta attach the long tubes to the heads, drop the heads back on, and wrap this thing up, and it will fire up this afternoon. You get to hear this one chop. We've also got Alfonso's belt situation on his C5 wrapped up. Seems to be holding the belt on it, so that's great. And then we installed gauges on that car. So that's what we got kicking around. Let's get after it. So guys, I'm going to put last week and this week video together, just being that I did not get to film that much. But we've got our 5.7 on the dyno that we just did the cam install on. So we're going to go ahead and get to tuning this thing this morning. And then one of our fleet maintenance trucks got dropped off. It has a leak on the AC evaporator core. So John's about to start tearing the dash out of this thing, so we can get an evaporator core in it, get that thing to stop leaking. That's what we got kicking around this morning. Let's get to tuning this Hemi. So we've made a couple of pulls now. Things are looking good. Talking to the camera, John. Anyways, guys, so as you can see, we made a couple runs and we're already making some good gains. Not sure where we're gonna end up, but I think we're getting pretty close. This thing sure sounds good. I'll go ahead and put you guys behind it on this next one. And while I was working on tuning the old Dodge, John was ripping this Dodge apart. As you can see, he quickly got the HVAC box out of there and was replacing the bat. And you guys can see it is cracked right there on the evaporator plate. So got the new one there. And John's putting it all together. Moving right along, our cam car is gone and home, and the customer's happy with it. Once that car finished out at like just shy or just over 400 horsepower, I'll show you the dyno graph. The Ram that John was working on, the AC is now working great, but as you can see, we've got a cylinder head off of this thing. Reason being, had an exhaust leak. John diagnosed it, had some broken studs. Boy, did it. So out of the 8 bolts that hold the exhaust manifold on the driver's side, only 3 bolts were holding it on. 5 of them were broken. Had a massive exhaust leak. What was crazy is you could hear it ticking pretty hard, but then once it warmed up, you know, that metal expands, it quieted it up, but if you accelerated, tick, 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 tick. So we ended up having to pull the head. We got 3 out of the 5 broken ones out, but 2 of them are being a pain. So we're gonna take them to our local machinist and he'll weld a nut on there and get them out for us. We tried, wasn't working out. We're not gonna waste time. We're gonna take it to another professional and get those extracted so we can get the cylinder head back on and get this service truck back out there servicing our community. While John's been working on that, I've been plugging away on our LS swap truck. And as you can see, got a rad in it now. And I am currently, actually let me get you up to speed on a couple of things. So if you notice, the chrome throttle body is off. eBay garbage, put a stock throttle body back on it, and I no longer have errors in the Holley with my TPS. So, put a stock throttle body on it, which is fine. We're not doing anything crazy with this thing right out of the gate. We want it running, driving, making some clean power. Forced induction will happen later. And we can get a nicer throttle body when that time comes. Got some radiator hoses attached. Got our heater core lines going. And all that stuff's great. Once I back it down, couldn't back down. Then I got to looking, our steam ports are open. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get these steam ports. For now, we're gonna block them off. Or, you know, block the rears off and then have one in the front that's venting. But, that's why I can't back down the coolant system. So we're gonna get that addressed and back the coolant system down. Got a couple of wires I need to wire up over here. But this thing fires right up off the key, no problems. I just need to get some coolant in it so we can let it run and get the fueling dialed in a little bit better. Our drive shaft is ordered for this thing. We are just waiting on it. So hopefully here in the next few weeks we'll have our drive shaft, and then this puppy can move under its own power for the first time with its LS swap. So guys, I did not show you because I was busy doing some other things. We had our friend Austin bring his brand new, to him, 2013 Mustang GT. Really low miles, only has 55,000 miles on it. Super clean car, inside and out. His first mod, we We did a Barton Gen 3 hybrid shifter in this thing. So now it shifts like a dream. But I didn't film any of the install or anything. Car's all wrapped up. He's on his way to come pick it up. But I wanted to show you this thing real quick because it's a super clean car for a 13. Mods to come for this thing. I don't think we're doing the install, but he's buying the parts from us. He's done a lot of airbags on all of his rides. He's had airbags on him. So this thing is going to get slammed to the ground with some airlift performance. I think a 3P system. But he's ordering it through us. He'll be doing the install himself. But I'm sure he'll bring it by so we can check it out and show you guys. And then after that, it's getting pro charged. So we'll be doing that for him and tuning it, but that's it for this one. Let's check back in with John. Ooh, what's a provocative position?
Don't touch me.
Huh?
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. As you can see, John's got the cylinder head back on. Got the broken studs extracted, so he's putting the push rods back in, put the rocker shafts back on. You know the drill, you've seen it done a million times here when we do our camshaft installs on the Hemis. But we'll get this joker back together, and that'll be a wrap on this one. John has already repaired the AC on it, so it'll be ready to hit the road. So as you can see, John is wiping the floor up because he's all done with the rooter truck. He's parked here, waiting for pickup. No more exhaust leaks. Yay! In the meantime, while John was wrapping that one up, I got started on our next project, give him a little head start, and that is this 2010 Charger. So we are doing a cam job on this joker. It's 2010 5.7 liter Hemi with a NAG 1 tranny behind it. He's currently got a 6.4 intake manifold on it, set of Cook's long tube headers. You guys might remember this car. We did tune it a while back. If you look back in the videos, you might find it. I'm not sure where, but peeling the motor apart, putting a, I believe a Texas Speed camshaft in it, right? Texas Speed?
Yeah.
Yeah, Texas Speed camshaft. So that'll be going on here shortly. Okay guys, go ahead and round out our Friday. John is about to put the heads back on our Charger that's getting the cam, and then the 6.1 Challenger 6-speed manual car that came earlier in the week for a tune. That we thought it was a front main seal just because everything in that area was wet and coming down. Ended up being a power steering pump. Customer took it to another shop and got the power steering pump fixed. So we were able to squeeze him back in and get the car tuned because he's got an event he would like to make this weekend. So got the car strapped down. Go ahead and grab the computer. We'll get to tuning on this thing. So guys, close out this Friday. I think we got this SRT8 all wrapped up. Let me show you our progression with it. She is a ripper. Well guys, I'm gonna end this video there. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.